Sometimes I do cry. I do ask God why it's that bad. I will be so tired. Most times my son comes back from school, I can't even stand up to hug him. Unexpected pregnancy, baby number 2, cravings, loads of fatigue, loads and loads of scans. Almost started getting fat from day 1. There are so many fears and uncertainties. First trimester was absolutely a mixture of feelings. That's the 4 to 12 weeks were like different kind of feelings mixed together. Yeah, I know. Some of you will be like, I've been saying that this lady is pregnant. Like, this vlog is a pregnancy vlog. You can see that I'm well along. I'm in my 3rd trimester, and by the time you're seeing this video, I will probably have put to bed. It will be a congratulatory message by God's grace. We're getting fat and getting fairer. Well, yeah, the long-awaited secret is now out. Thank you guys for holding on. If you've been following my business vlogs, you would know that I'm supposed to be posting every week, but I've been here and there. I can't even tell you how messed up my whole activity has been. It's not been as easy as I thought it would be, but thank God for His grace and all. This video is actually about my 1st trimester, my cravings, baby number 2. Even though it's not planned, it's still special to us. Let's just dive into what to expect 4 to 12 weeks of your pregnancy. That is the 1st trimester. Some people say that they saw their period till almost 2nd trimester and all. I wasn't like that. When I didn't see my period, I had to test in the home. I bought a test strip. The first time I did it, as in, there was no dilly-dallying. There was no like, wow, maybe it's not true. This was just straight to the point. You get what I mean? Like, it was so clear and exact. I'm going to be posting the picture somewhere on the screen for you to see exactly what it looked like. I had to do 2 to be sure that, are you serious? When it happened, Obi and I weren't prepared. We were not ready. A place where you be when you don't feel like you're financially capable of welcoming a 2nd child. And I think that this happens to most people, though we don't talk about it, but it's a matter of fact. Bringing in children to the world has to do with a lot of responsibility. So when you're trying to catch up on one and then another comes in, yes, as humans we manage it and all, it's not easy to accept the fact that it's here. So at first we were like, whoa, what are we going to do? How are we going to, get this done? But God is always God now. He came through for us and things were fine. Now let's talk about cravings. First trimester, catfish. This baby number 2 is not giving any chills at all. This time, like, even if I'm not eating much, I want to eat what I want to eat when I want to eat it. That was the vibe the baby was bringing. What was my routine for food? Guys, I ate loads of catfish. Catfish stew must be in the budget for the month. There's no breaking that boundary. Another thing that must be there is afang soup. I must eat afang every month till now. This is my 3rd trimester and still afang must be part of my dish. Catfish, I've already reduced it. I think I stopped eating catfish in my 2nd trimester, yeah. Another thing I ate in my 1st trimester was ewedu. I ate a lot of ewedu. Ewedu is food from the western part of Nigeria, the Yorubas particularly, if you're watching me from any part of the world. It's a green slimy leaf and it's actually delicious, okay? So I ate lots and lots of it. It was a signature thing for me. Ewedu, catfish and afang soup. Another thing I was actually eating was pastries and confectionaries. It was crazy. Talk of cakes, meat pies, bread. In my 1st pregnancy, I wasn't like that at all. I didn't want confectionaries. I didn't want anything pastry. I wanted normal food, and that was what I went for. But for this one, guys, this baby is like, come, treat me the way I want. Don't tell me this is what you want to eat or what you don't want to eat. This is what I want, and that's what you're going to give me. I don't have a choice because it's called cravings. It's the hormones. There's nothing I can do about it. I was buying meat pies. I discovered the best meat pie in my area. The sad thing is, this baby would not even take it if it's not good. Like, it's not just any kind of meat pie. It has to be good meat pie. It has to be fresh, hot bread, good donuts, good fluffy cakes. This baby is so picky. I can't wait to meet this baby. Seriously. That's about cravings. Did I have morning sickness? My first pregnancy, I never did. This one, I didn't. The only issue I usually have when I'm pregnant is, two issues. Yeah, fatigue and headaches. Guys, my head will be banging in my first trimester. That was what made me feel sick. You know, when you're tired and you're having consistent headache that you have to squint, you can't open your eye, you're like always squinting like this in the house when you're not in the sun. Another thing is, if you're a first-time mom, please make sure you register at least 6 weeks into your pregnancy. The moment you get to know, register for your antenatal so that you keep taking your routine drugs as often as possible. Please don't miss out on your routine drugs. It's important for the welfare of yourself and the baby. So when I discovered I was pregnant, the first thing we did was to get our routine drug. That was the agreement with my doc. I basically get it from my pharmacy. There's a particular product I use. I'm not advertising for anyone, so I may not want to mention the name of the product I use on this platform, because our bodies are different. What works for me may not work for you, okay? So I get that from the pharmacy. And because it's my second baby, because I'm already experienced with one, I didn't go to the hospital as often as I did in my first pregnancy. In my first pregnancy, I went to the hospital almost every week, but this time, I was doing scan, loads and loads of scan. Guys, it was exhausting. Like, look at, these are scans. First trimester, guys. I still keep doing scan till now, but it's not as regular as that of first trimester. First trimester, I was like, I want to see what's going on with the baby. And because I was taking lemon, I wanted to know that the baby was fine and everything. Unfortunately, first trimester, you can't know the weight of your baby. I was also worried about the weight of my baby. I was particular about the heartbeat. I was particular about a lot of things. But the baby was fine. So when I do the scan, I send it to my doctor. He reviews it. He tells me if I'm okay. He tells me if there's anything he needs to see me for, and I go down immediately. He tells me that if I have any symptom, if I experience any pain, any kind of cramp or whatever, I just tell it out to him. See, my last pregnancy, I wasn't fair, I was dark. But this one, from day one, I started getting fairer. It's the hormone. When I ask, they say all pregnancies are not the same. People are like, you're getting more beautiful because I added more weight. If you've been watching my videos, you know that in my old videos, I used to be slim, and now I've added a lot of weight, like almost from the beginning of this pregnancy. I just started adding weight. Probably the catfish is responsible, probably the pastries and stuff are responsible, but I was eating a lot of food for my first trimester. In fact, lots and lots of it. Whenever I'm hungry, there's no chill about, okay, wait a minute. No, I want to get food ready for when the hunger will come. Because when it comes with full force. Like, where is the food kind of hunger. You get it? Guys, I was filming on 2 cameras, and one of them, the battery just went dead. I wanted to try something new out, and that was what I was doing. So now back to pregnancy. I was really fatigued. I think that is something common in my pregnancies. My first pregnancy was also like that. First trimester, Obi had to take time off work to assist me at home because we already have a child on ground. He has to go to school. He has to be taken care of. So somebody has to do this. Not everybody has a house help. I don't. So both of us had to become a team to do this for each other. Dehydration was the order of the day. I was always dehydrated and I needed water. No water could pass through my throat. Like, I couldn't even stand taking ordinary water or cold water, as in none of them was going through my throat. Can you even imagine such a thing? I had to concentrate on lemons. I usually have lemons in a jar in my fridge, so I was putting lemon in my water. FYI, I made my research before I started drinking lemon, okay? Obi was even worried at a point, like, I hope this lemon is not going to affect the baby. I hope it's not too much and what have you. I had to start reading on this, doing research if it's safe for me to take lemon, because no water could pass through without the lemon. And I must drink water, I must stay hydrated, okay? So that was that. A lot of heat, a lot of, like, look at me, I'm still sweating and there's no heat, but I'm always sweating, I'm always tired. for my first child, my first trimester was like that as well. Fatigue was the problem. You know, when people talk about morning sickness, guys, I doff out for you, because seriously, I don't know how I would have coped if I had morning sickness with fatigue. You see, I don't have morning sickness. For my first pregnancy, I didn't have morning sickness. Right now, I didn't have it. My current pregnancy, and I've just been fortunate. I don't spit. I'm just, you know, practically normal. It's the grace of God, not like there's anything in particular that I do. This pregnancy is quite different. I don't know, like somebody tampered with my hormones. I don't get it. This one, I could use perfume at least to the barest minimum. Unlike the first one, I couldn't even stand any kind of smell. It was horrible. Like, I couldn't. I was despising people for smelling nice. Can you beat that? It wasn't funny at all. But now, this baby gave me lots and lots of ease. This one is like, I'm here to enjoy my life. It's not even stopping at the first trimester. It just continued down the line. I took chocolates and, you know, everything that can make me get fat. It was that bad. And I was just praying to God that, God, I hope that by the end of this pregnancy, I will not be as big as a trailer. But I couldn't stop. I couldn't control it. That's why it's called cravings, you know. You know, some people will tell you that they can't eat their own food. They want another person's food. In my own case, it wasn't like that. I can eat my food, absolutely eat my food. If it is not sweet, I would not be able to eat it. If the food, even if I'm eating somebody else's food, if the food is not delicious, I will turn it down. I'll be shouting, oh, I'm hungry. My first pregnancy, I was basically with the doctor every week. But this one, probably I've graduated. Because of the distance, as if there was no distance the first time. I would just go to the sonographer, have my scan, and send to my doctor. My doctor will just review it and tell me if it's fine. We are trying to have a healthy baby by God's grace. What helped me get along pregnancy fine? First trimester, I downloaded apps that helped me. I downloaded Baby Center app and What to Expect. Those two apps were on my phone. I also had Flow app for my menstrual period. This program is not sponsored, so I just use these apps on a normal day. So I keep checking, you know, checking out options from different apps on what is happening to me every week and almost every day. I kept checking it. In fact, first trimester, I was almost obsessed with the apps. Whenever there's an update, I'm always getting it either through emails, through notifications, whatever. But I get updates all the time. It was really very, very helpful. You see, it's good to have these apps handy. And I was on YouTube checking out other first trimester moms, how they're doing, how they're coping and stuff like that. I was just trying to get information as much as I can. I don't want to make any mistake. I'm trying. There's no perfection, but then I'm trying to at least do well for myself and the baby. Some people will consider this an high risk pregnancy because it's a rainbow baby. Before now, I had an ectopic. Because I had an ectopic, I had to have a surgery, and not up to a year I conceived. I give glory to God for that. I pray that all TTC moms are able to conceive by His grace and they are able to see their baby to full term. What was my toddler's reaction? My toddler was basically like, what is growing in my mom's tummy? Many times he tries to play with my tummy. Many times he tries to understand what's this? What is happening here? That kind of a thing. And I'll just show him. I'll tell him it's a baby. You know, getting to introduce your baby to your toddler is not something that is easy. I'm excited because he's going to have a body now. Like, you're going to have a body. You're not going to be lonely. That kind of a thing. That makes me so satisfied, and I'm grateful to God. I've been going out less, so much less since this pregnancy. If you're a pregnant mom out there watching me right now, I'm giving you lots and lots of love. I know this is not easy, but by God's grace, we are going to get through this journey. I wish you all the best. I wish you all the happiness there could be. I wish you all the joy that comes with a baby. I wish you a safe and healthy delivery. So guys, that will be the end of this vlog. Subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, share with your family and friends, and I'll see you in the next.